Welcome, everyone. It's our Thursday night overview. My name is Marilyn Moser, and I'm from Northwest Iowa, and this is my husband, Joel. Say hi.
Hi.
And we live in a farm in Northwest Iowa, and I have been part of this company, was introduced by a friend at work. I'm a radiology technologist and worked at a large medical clinic. When I was shown this amazing information just a little over 10 years ago. And we live on a farm. We have 2 children who are married, and we have 3 grandchildren and 1 more on the way. So I'm a grandma, a mom, a wife, and an entrepreneur. Also, semi-retired from my radiology and mammography job. I've had over 30 years of mammography and radiology experience and been working full time when a friend came into my office and said, I have some important information I want to share with you. And she knew that I was into wellness and preventative health. I used to be an aerobics instructor years ago. And I've always just been of a theory of an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And so I was intrigued when she told me about this ABC primetime investigative report that was done back in 2005. She wanted me to watch it and give me her, my opinion on it. And also, when I saw that report, it just kind of triggered some information that I had just learned about when I had gone to an oncology conference about a little over 10 years ago, and heard about some information about personalized health. And the doctors were telling us about the wave of the future is going to be personalized medicine. It's going to be about, the mapping of the human genome, and it's going to be mapping it so that the drugs and the therapies that you take are going to be effective with your personal genome. And that really was impressive and, intrigued me. And thus, that's why several of our hospitals have those labs specific to the mapping the human genome and development of drugs and different therapies, right? So when I learned about this new technology, it really blew my mind. And I was like, wow, this impressed me so much. But to be honest, I was just more interested learning about this product. But I had zero time to do anything more as far as a business or anything like that. I was a busy working mom. My daughter was in her last year of high school. My husband had a plumbing business. He was a farming. We raised cattle. My son was in college. We just had so much going on, and I worked full time. So I really was not interested in anything more than just this product. But when I watched this ABC Primetime investigative report that I'm going to share with you, it really just blew my mind. And this product and this business now has changed our lives, correct? And Joel's too, and been a huge blessing. So I'm so glad that my heart was open, my mind was open to learning about it. And hopefully tonight you'll take some information away and your heart and mind can be open to this information. And just want to share with you the proper disclosure. This presentation is not a representative of income or any specifics. It's all dependent on how diligent you work it or how much you put into this as far as efforts before you get any results, right? But what we're going to do is take control of your body and take control of some things that we see right now that seem to be out of control, right? Like, a year ago, we were all stuck at home. We couldn't go out. We couldn't go to work. A lot of us had to either stay at home and work from home and try to kind of reinvent ourselves, right? And this is an opportunity to look at something that what if there was a way to earn income from home, not have any employees, not have any, headaches or ultimatums or mandates or anything that's, running your life. What if you had the freedom to choose when and where you work and who you work with? And another great idea is that, this product is for everybody. Anybody that breathes has oxidative stress. And that's what this information is going to open your mind to. So listen to this short video and learn how we all heard this for the first time on ABC Primetime Investigative Report a little over 10 years ago.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist. This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
As decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
There we go.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of good enzymes in our bodies.
Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks,
Even mental disease.
yes,
Depression.
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result, my level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would.
You know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. And I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. But because it's being sold as a nutritional supplement and not a drug, Protandim does not need FDA approval for safety.
So when I saw that report, it blew my mind, and I thought I, was like all in. Like I needed that product now because my husband's father had just had a massive heart attack a few years prior to this, and he was only 59. So there was heart disease in my husband's family, and his mom had died of a brain tumor at age 60. So cancer in his family. Also for my family, there's cancer in our family. And now my dad recently passed away with some Alzheimer's issues. So I knew that there was no way to get to, effectively just by taking a bunch of vitamins to do the same thing that this product can do. It can get to the root cause of oxidative stress. And being in the field of radiology, I had years of exposure to ionizing radiation, which we know is very dangerous as well. Plus, I love to be out in the sun. And there's just so many ways that we get exposed to oxidative stress and free radical damage. But what that report shared with us is that there is a more powerful way, a little yellow activator called Protandim Nerve 2. And when the researchers, or when the ABC Primetime Investigative Report crew came to this little biotech company in Colorado, and they wanted to expose that this was, a fountain of youth pill and they were going to, kind of debunk it. What they found was when his blood was drawn, John Quinones's blood was drawn, and the results were that his oxidative stress and T-bar levels had actually dropped 45% in 2 weeks, which is incredible. So they actually became a positive for us. And that is when we got the exposure. And actually, Joe McCord was just researching for a way to help the body make more of this superoxide dismutase, this molecule that he actually discovered in the late 1960s. And he was an award-winning scientist, actually won the Elliott Crescent Award, which was the same award given to Alexander Graham Bell, the Wright brothers, Henry Ford, Madame Curie. So he was in a different league, right? He was a renowned scientist. What his ideal was taking herbal remedies or herbal extracts and finding the most powerful herbal extracts, putting them in a recipe, and the synergistic action of them together actually boosted the production of something, this NRF2 pathway, but boosted the power of those ingredients by 1,800%. And that is where our story started. And everybody that saw that ABC News report, they wanted more information. They wanted that product. So they actually, Oprah called the company and called that Colorado company and said, we want to get more information about this. They didn't know who Oprah was, right? They were scientists. But what happened was, since we're a publicly traded company, is the stock went from like 7 cents to over $20 a share overnight because of sheer speculation of what this product could do. But the cool thing is researchers around the world saw what this was potentially could do with oxidative stress. And they called Joe McCord and asked, could we please study this product with XYZ outcomes, right? And that's where all the research began back in 2005. And so this product actually has been on the market. It was sold in retail stores and online from 2005 on. The product was actually formulated in 2003. So it's been on the market quite a while, but it just didn't have the right marketing model. So they brought in an expert in 2009, and he advised the panel, or the board of directors. He said, you really need to bring this story to person sales. So that's when we switched our marketing model, because we had an amazing product, but we needed to get it out to the masses. And we switched to the direct sales industry in 2009 and went from 3 million in sales to over 250 million in sales in a really, really short period of time. And we are publicly traded on the NASDAQ. In fact, in 2020, we actually rang the bell, the closing bell at NASDAQ. And so we have exposure in our company and on the trajectory to be $1 billion lifestyle company around the globe. There's those universities were studying and interested in oxidative stress because they know how powerful that is and how it affects so many different age-related conditions in the body. But what is oxidative stress and how do we get it? Well, it's in the foods that we eat, that the processed chemicals in our food, and we live on a farm, so we have the spray going over our crops in the spring, and there's just no way to avoid the pollution and all the different ways that we get oxidative stress from the sun, from the air, from the water, from the fumes that we breathe in when we gas up our car, the GMOs out there, the air we breathe, environment, the toxins, the Wi-Fi, the EMFs in our phones, our medications. But the researchers that wanted to study this pathway of NRF2 or find out how to study oxidative stress and how to lower it with Protandim, what they found was that there is so many age-related conditions that are associated with free radical damage. Heart disease, skin issues, kidneys, joints, anything related to oxidative stress and inflammation can cause havoc as we age. And we all know there's people that we know with brain issues, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, ADHD, autism, cancer, diabetes, arthritis, macular degeneration, everything that's related to aging is because we have this bombardment of oxidative stress and free radical damage to our body, and our cells slowly make less of this, those enzymes that we need to protect our cells, like the NRF2. And Protandim NRF2 Synergizer is the key to how we can help protect our cells long term. Protandim NRF2 actually lowers oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. This has been proven. If you go to pubmed.gov, you can see the research on this. It increases superoxide dismutase by 30%, increases catalase by 50%. Did you know that catalase production as we age, that goes down? And that is why a lot of us, get the gray hairs when we age. And actually, Protandim is increasing our glutathione by 300% after 4 months of taking it. That's another study you can find on PubMed. Glutathione is that amazing antioxidant that our body produces naturally, but as we age, it diminishes in production, but we need it for that second phase of the liver detox. It also detoxifies our body of heavy metals, and it is just absolutely important for our immune response and so many different key functions of the body. So Protandim NRF2 Synergizer is the only dietary supplement proven to extend life. And that is another blessing, is that in the 10 years that this study is ongoing, since that they started this study in the National Institute on Aging on Protandim and how it affected male mice, and they actually proved that it extends lifespan. So that is incredible. But what is in Protandim? It's herbal extracts of turmeric, milk thistle, green tea, bacopa, and ashwagandha. And if some of you have been learning about natural supplements, especially in this time where we're trying to maximize our immune system, we know that turmeric is a natural way to lower inflammation in the body. We know that milk thistle can help detox the liver. We know green tea helps with metabolism and helps us sleep really good, and helps with protects us against cancer. We know bacopa helps those enzymes that are like superoxide dismutase and glutathione, helps those good enzymes that we need to help produce those. And we also know ashwagandha is a brain calmer and helps us sleep and get into that REM sleep. So what is the difference? Why can't we just take a bunch of antioxidants, right? Well, the reason is that you have to take massive doses of them to get the same effect as a NRF2 activator in Protandim, okay? This is something that has proven to lower oxidative stress in 40% in 30 days, and it is more effective. It's like having a house fire with a Dixie cup of water. That's what taking a vitamin C or blueberries or just smaller amounts of antioxidants, it's just not as effective. Whereas the Protandim is like a sprinkler system in every room of the house, and just more efficient at putting out that fire. And so that is what is really the difference is we have a 1 to 1,000,000 to 1 able to produce those antioxidant enzymes at a massive level and help your body fight off the free radical damage. And so all those peer-reviewed studies that were done all over the years with Protandim, they can be found on pubmed.gov, which is where all the top doctors and researchers go to look at all the research around the world for different issues with aging. And Harvard University, American Heart Association, Louisiana State University did 2 studies on skin cancer and Protandim. Washington State University actually came out with a statement that said that potentially this is the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. I mean, are you kidding me? And it's been advertised on NBC, ABC, PBS, Dr. Phil Show, The Today Show. We know several celebrities that have used and endorsed Protandim. We know there's patents, so it's protected. There is nothing that can compare to Protandim, and it's not going to be on the Walmarts and the Walgreens anytime soon. We're protected for the next 20 years. So we have a plethora of amazing products. We started with just the Protandim about 11, 12 years ago. And because of so many benefits with biohacking and nutrigenomics and using nutrition to activate our genome for good, to helping us to stay healthier and live longer, we know that our products have the power with that nerve 2 activation. We put it in our hair care, our skin care, our personal care, in our nootropic strength. I mean, we have a tri-synergizer right now that, Joel, do you want to just tell them about what you like about the tri-synergizer? That is our Protandim NRF2 and our NAD and our NRF1. And they're called the tri-synergizer. And that activates those pathways at lowering oxidative stress and also mitochondrial function and our sirtuin pathway with an NAD. Do you want to just tell them how much it's helped you with the tri-synergizer?
Yeah, I take it daily. These 3 products, along with the probiotic. I take the new product, the IC Bright, and the Omega. I wash it down with the prebiotic and the daily wellness every morning, and that's how I start my day off. And I really feel a lot more energy. I've had it where I wasn't able to take, something, which obviously doesn't happen very often. Maybe, I can really tell when I'm not on it. I miss the NAD. The NAD is like, I also take, I also drink a lot of the Axial product, all afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And I miss, I'm into the products, and I really appreciate the value. I mean, what product has been clinically proven to extend life? It's unbelievable. We thank God daily for these products. We thank God daily for the relationships and the income which comes from it. It's really just been a blessing for us, for our family. It truly is a wonderful company. The products are top notch.
But you said you felt like it just gives you more energy and more
Oh,
focus.
yeah.
And yeah.
To the point where I got to get going.
Right. And so when we're grandparents in their 50s, it does make a difference. And it's been really incredible. But they have the omegas as well. So we have the tri-synergizer, NRF1, NRF2, NAD. And then the omegas are different because we have omega-7 in ours and omega-3. And then also a vitamin D is added to it. And so it is so powerful and helps with your brain function, circulation, just overall immune boost and health. So omegas are very important. The difference with ours is you can track it from the boat to the bottle, and it's so fresh. You can bite into it. It doesn't taste icky or fishy. It's just so fresh and clean, and we just love the omega. Also, we have, Joel talked about the prebiotic, and that's part of our weight management system. So we also have a fat burn and a whey protein, and then the prebiotic. But I love the prebiotic because it fuels and feeds our probiotic. And so these two together are, especially going into cold and flu season, we have to boost our immunity and make our potentially immune boost as much as we can. And we know that our gut is where 70 to 80% of our immune system begins. So we have to make sure that we have a good immune boost in our gut. So we use that along with, Joel said too, the Daily Wellness, which is a fairly new product that just came out, has zinc, vitamin D, vitamin C, and it has elderberry, which we know the effects of healthy elderberry syrup. It also has a postbiotic, which is a yeast extract that really is great for immune boost in the gut. So overall, I would just definitely recommend getting on these immune boosting products, especially going into cold and flu season. It's just so important. Then we also have our Axio, which we absolutely love. Our Axio, we have a decaf and a caffeinated. Use them daily, absolutely love them. It's brain fuel, brain food. We call it nootropics, but it's basically helping give you that focus and lifts the brain fog and lifts the mood of the brain. And and just ultimately helps your brain function on a higher level. And so clarity, also a lot of kids have had even great results with it, but just gives that focus that you need to get stuff done. So we love our Axio drink, again, fuel for the brain. And then we also have Pet Tandem for our pets. We know pets have 7 times the oxidative stress that humans do. So what you want to tell them the story about Maggie, our dog? We had a German Shepherd about 10 years ago, right when we started these products before we got on before we even had a Pet Tandem product, we started giving our dog the Pet Tandem, or the actual Pro Tandem. Do you want to tell them what happened with that?
Yeah, Maggie wasn't very old, and she had a terrible infection. I brought her to the vet, and he said, well, she's not going to survive. Should we put her down now? I'm like, really? Because she wasn't very old. And then I said, well, Seth was at college, and I said, can we at least wait till after he gets home from his Christmas break, and then we can do it. Well, we just started these products. So I started giving that dog, because she was really down. She wasn't running around like she usually was. So I started giving her Pro Tandem once daily. And within a week, that Maggie was up running around chasing cattle and being just as ornery as she always was. She's a huge German Shepherd. And the dog doesn't lie, so I know this stuff works. The sad thing is that infection eventually got the best of her, and I think she lived. She had a good year after that.
16 months. Yep.
Yeah, she had a good life, but it was incredible how she just turned on a dime, and it helped her out. We got to spend some more time, because that's what we've got. We've got time.
Right.
That's all they're all after, is just a little more time. So the products work.
And that's when it really made sense to him, because after seeing that, he's like, okay, this is working. Because, we weren't really sick or anything. We didn't have any issues as far as, noticed anything huge. But all of a sudden we're like, okay, look at how it's helped our dog, like, go from being on death's door to all of a sudden running around. And she lived another 1.5 years. And it was like, wow. So that's what really opened your eyes, I know, because you were like, okay, this is the real deal. Well, we could go on and on about all our amazing products. We also have a CBD enhanced NRF2 line. The beauty serum is amazing. It's like Botox in a bottle. We have body butter, so many great skincare products. I love the Nerf 2 hand cream. It's just amazing. And then our anti-aging cream. I've been using this now for over 10 years. And I have to say, because of the Nerf 2 studies on skin cancer at LSU, they came up with the topical form, and it's just been an amazing product. So I definitely love our whole entire skincare line. And now we have a 4-step system to actually lower oxidative stress in the skin. We know our skin's our largest organ, gets the most free radical damage, sun damage and everything. And so anything we can do to protect ourselves from the inside out, that's what our bodies are needing right now. And so I think and then our hair care. I love our hair care. It's Nerf 2 hair care. We also have a serum for the hair that helps the follicles kind of regenerate, or helps the follicles, conditions them so that there is better growth of hair. Just all about biohacking, ways to help the body enhance the ability to slow down aging and boost our healthy living, right? We also just added the Icy Bright, and that's to protect our eyes. We have blue light. It's almost like a blue light blocking glasses in a bottle. So we know that we're spending a lot more time on our screens and devices, over 13 hours a day. And so it has a little bit of omega in it. It has bilberry powder, which we know helps with night vision, but it helps with eye strain. It has a little bit of zinc in this product as well, but 2 really strong ingredients, natural ingredients, to help with vision and just eye health. All right. So that is our newest product, but we could go all and on and on about our product line, because they're absolutely revolutionary and so different that it's just made a huge difference in our lives and how we feel. But what we know is that there's ways that we can share this that actually help more people and get the word out to people, right? And a lot of great companies have advertising networks, right? And advertising budgets. But instead, what our company does is it pays, the distributors like me to share this information and share this story. And we know that in the last 10 years, especially, we have a social sharing networks, right? Like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And we know that people want a side gig, side hustle, or a side gig. The economy needs that right now, especially with the way our economy is going. So we have Airbnbs and Ubers and Amazon, right? But what if you could have that laptop lifestyle, social sharing, and tell friends and family about what these products do, and they could buy them directly from you, and that would be a way to create income and have an at-home business, right? And especially with tax season coming up, we know that that is really important right now, is to have ways to have a tax shelter by having a home-based business up to $16,000 or more that you can write off as expenses and help with the tax burden, right? But also, what about retirement, you guys? I retired from my job and I'm semi-retired because I work PRN, but I basically, because of Lifevantage, speeded up my retirement plan. And I was hoping to retire at age 50, but instead at 48, I was able to walk away from my full-time job. And over 6 years now, I've been having a flexible lifestyle. I can travel to South Carolina to see my grandbabies, and I can, work at, when I want to, with, having a flexible schedule has been huge. And just knowing that what this income has brought to our lives, we've gone through some really hard times on the farm, and this has been a great way to, have that kind of safety net to help us through those struggles. And we know that the traditional way of going to 20 years of schooling and then working 40 to 50 years and then having maybe 10 to 20 years of retirement, what if you could speed that up and have a 5 to 10 years to get your income built in a home-based business, and then have all of those years of flexible lifestyle and a retirement that you can decide where and when you travel and who you're with. And so what we're building is a network of customers and distributors and leveraging our income. With Lifevantage, they offer you a free website. You have an app on your phone. You can build a business anywhere around the world. And this website is given to everybody that buys a business kit, or if you want to just be a customer, that's great too. You can just order the products directly. You get the same price that the distributors do, but we are open in over 20 countries around the world. And it's easy to get started if you want to share this and build a side hustle or have an income to fall back on. There's a starter kit, and then you buy a pack with products, and that gets you the website, and that gets you the potential to earn commissions and start building a network of distributors and a network of customers to build your home-based business. And the Elite Pack is $9.99 and has the best selection of most of the products. Most of us do that. But if you want to just get your feet wet and get a smaller pack, there's the Premier Pack as well. So how do you make money? Actually, there's weekly pay and there's monthly pay, but there's also daily pay now. We just started this a few months ago. Well, they'll pay you commissions the day after you enroll somebody. And the way you get paid back is get 3 and get in for free. So that is kind of just what we use as an example, is if you bought an Elite Pack and enrolled 3 other Elite Packs, yours is actually paid for. So refer 3 and get 3, or get your money back. And so how far can you take this? Well, we have an income earning statement that is regulated by the FTC. And this income is not, this is actual income reported to the FTC. And so This is game-changing income. You can make an average salary, or you can take it all the way to life-changing, income. But I'm a pro 7 in this business, and this income level, can usually retire people from a full-time job. But there is, just the average income of a pro 3 or a pro 5 is great income. You would have to have over $1 million in the bank earning 6% interest in order to get a pro 5 or pro 6 monthly income. And that's huge, you guys. When you look at what you would have to have, what this can provide in yearly salary to kind of offset expenses or help you with college savings or pay off debt, or just be an extra income or full-time replacement income. Lifevantage has a support system, worldwide customer and distributor report of support. We have training. We have a mobile app with artificial intelligence, so it actually helps you run your business for you. And then when you get to a certain level in the company assigns you an actual account assistant, so they will help you run your business as well. There's business education, skill set, mindset, leadership training that are quarterly and yearly, monthly marketing campaigns. They have private support communities, and we have in our local communities top leaders coming in almost every month to help train us. So the company has a support system that we plug people in. And like I had no experience to do this type of business. My background was, medical, and my husband's background is, farming and plumbing. But guess what? We know how to talk to people and share information. And how many of us share a good recipe, a good movie, a good book? And that's all we're doing, is we're sharing information, and we're letting you decide, do you want this to be part of your health regimen, right? Or do you want to make some extra money and retire early or go on trips? Lifevantage, until Lifevantage, there was no solution to effectively lower oxidative stress, and no amount of fruits, vegetables, vitamins, or special antioxidant potions or tablets could help protect our bodies against the assault of free radical damage. Until now, we know there's a way to lower oxidative stress in the body by 40% in 30 days. And we're so happy that this product and this business has just blessed our lives with relationships. We've been on trips that we've won. The next trip is Croatia. So if you want to join now, we have a free incentive trip that we're offering with points that you can build, and next September go on a trip to Croatia. We actually went on an incentive trip to the Mediterranean Sea, and it was amazing. So I'm just so glad that you were able to join us tonight to be part of our webinar, and hopefully you took away some information that you didn't know about, and it opened your mind to some possibilities. And if you're like me and you were curious enough and had this gut feeling that, I don't want to miss out on this. This is technology, and this is products that can enhance my health strategy, and these are people that I want my family and my friends to know about and to be on these. Also, who do you know that needs to know about this information? That's another question that you might want to ask. But get back to the person that invited you to this webinar and get your questions answered, and have no regrets, because truly, I am so thankful every day, and so is Joel, that this opportunity came into our life. And we love Lifevantage. We love the products. We love the people. We love what the company's doing. We're growing around the world, and we'd love to have you partner with us. So have a great night, everyone. Thank you for your time. Take care.